What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel today. My name is Buckeye. In this video, we're going to be talking about Titanfall 2. Some more news has just come out about the game within the past week, and it's super exciting, so I want to cover it today on the channel. So the first and probably most exciting thing for me is that we finally have somewhat of a release date. We don't have an actual date, but we have a time frame of which it's going to be coming out. So one of the developers at Respawn during an interview released some information about when the game is going to be released. And right now it's looking like it's either going to come out here at the end of the year of 2016 during the holiday season, or it's going to be released in spring of 2017 up until March 31st. So March 31st is the cutoff for this game. Of course, talking about 2017, March 31st of 2017 is the end date that it could possibly release. So most likely we'll end up seeing the game released next spring. It just kind of makes more sense that way. The devs said that they need a little bit more time to continue working on this game and polish it up, but I will say that as this game will most likely be coming out next spring, we will definitely be seeing a lot about this game here at E3, Gamescom, and the upcoming events that are going to be going on during the summer to fall. So that is super exciting that we finally know when the game is actually going to be coming out. A lot of people were expecting this anyways, but it's still really cool to finally see it from the developer confirmed that we're going to be getting it during this time frame. Now, another really great thing that came out about this game is that the dev talked about the campaign for Titanfall 2. And one big thing is that they said that they realized that Titanfall's campaign failed to do a lot of things as far as its story goes. And because of that, they spilled some information about what the Titanfall 2 campaign is going to be like. So, digging into it, they basically say that they're going to be retelling the American Civil War in space. Obviously set in the Titanfall, timeline, all that fun stuff. But they also say that it is grounded, dirty, and a human world. So that kind of brings up some questions as far as how this is going to play and how the art direction for this game is going to be. Obviously, Titanfall originally is a very space-oriented game that also has a lot of, human characteristics to it as well. But the way that they explain this, they say it's grounded, dirty, and a very human world. That makes me think that it's going to be a little bit more Call of Duty looking-ish than, what Titanfall was, and I'm actually pretty okay with that. You gotta remind yourself, Respawn were the ones that used to work on the old Call of Duty games, such as Call of Duty 4, those ones. They're the ex-Infinity Ward, if you will. So it really makes sense that they're gonna be going with this style direction for the game, and I am not, upset about that. I am actually quite excited about this. They're telling an American story of the Civil War, but in a space-oriented manner, and that just sounds really good. Just the fact that we actually have an idea of what the story is supposed to be, that makes me very excited. Now, the question still remains how they're going to be implementing this. I've seen a lot of people saying there's going to be a solo player campaign, which is fine, as long as it has a good campaign. But in my last video, I did talk about why I think that if they made the multiplayer campaign again and they really improved on it, it could be really good. So we'll have to wait and see what information comes out about that in the future, but I definitely still believe in the multiplayer campaign, and I think if they do it right, it could be really good. Now, the last thing that they have released recently is that there's going to be a TV spin-off for Titanfall here soon by Lionsgate TV. Now, this is pretty interesting. I was not expecting this at all, honestly, but it's definitely interesting to think about. They're going to be having a Titanfall TV series by Lionsgate. I really don't have much thoughts on this. It's just kind of interesting to know. I will say we are still waiting on that Halo 5 TV series that was supposed to be done by Steven Spielberg. At this point, I kind of feel like that's been scratched, which is really unfortunate, but we'll have to see what goes on with this. I really don't have too many expectations with this. Obviously, we don't really know anything about the story of Titanfall itself, so not really sure how this is going to play out, but still exciting to know about nevertheless. Well, guys, that wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed, or if you have your own thoughts on what happened in this video, let me know in the comments down below. Start a discussion. I will be sure to respond and give you a conversation. And if you went on to enjoy this video, of course, make sure to give me a like. If you didn't, give it a dislike. And before you leave the video, check out the link in the description to go over to my Twitch channel. I'm going to be live streaming there pretty soon. Going to be starting a schedule for you guys. I'm not going to be doing it yet, but I want you guys to go check it out. So when I do announce it, you guys will be ready for it to go. But anyways, guys, that is it for me today. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to get in on the 100,000 subscriber goal that we're going for this year. I know we can hit it, and I know we will get it. It's just going to take some time. But anyways, guys, that's it for me today. I will see you in the next one.